Hello everyone, I'm going to talk to you about dozen veggies and fruits that could be killing you slowly. Now, I'm Dr. Ergin. I'm a diabetologist, an endocrinologist, a hormone specialist practicing in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Now, according to EWG, they tested 46 items and included in their analysis, they found 12 fruits and vegetables were contaminated heavily with pesticides. Now you're going to be like, who is EWG? Well, it is the Environmental Working Group. That's why it's called EWG. It's a nonprofit organization dedicated to protecting human health and the environment. Founded in 1993, they are doing research, advocacy in areas of toxic chemicals, agricultural practices, etc., accountability, and you name it. They are the best known for consumer guidelines or guides, which will include typically like things like Dirty Dozen or Clean 15. They're aiming at helping consumers make informed choices about the food they eat and the products they use. Now, why do we really care about pesticides and herbicides and stuff like that, right? Well, they have a significant effect on blood sugar levels and pancreatic health as well. A lot of studies indicated that chronic exposure to certain pesticides may disrupt the glucose metabolism, potentially leading to insulin resistance. Now, insulin resistance, as you know, is a condition where your body becomes less responsive to the hormone insulin, which is essential in regulating your blood sugar levels. We don't want too much of it, but when we need it, we need it. Now, this disruption can contribute to development of type 2 diabetes by causing prolonged periods of elevated blood glucose levels. Now, in addition to that, pancreas, which produces insulin, can be directly affected by the pesticides. Now, damage to pancreatic cells will eventually, of course, impair the ability to produce the insulin. It's going to exacerbate the blood sugar regulation issues. So, as a result, regular exposure to pesticides will increase the metabolic disorders such as diabetes. Also, it is going to affect your health in different ways. It's going to increase the risk of cancer risk and so forth. Now, what do? We try to consider switching to organic options. I'll tell you about these 12 fruits and vegetables released this year that have been heavily contaminated. But in a minute, I'll do that. But organic farming, trying to support organic farmers will help everyone. Now, it's not going to only reduce pesticides and fertilizers in our food, also help with the soil fertility, meaning organic fruits and vegetables will have less toxic chemicals in them. It is going to also promote the sustainable agriculture, better soil and water quality, because believe it or not, those things that pesticides and fertilizers, they leak through our water systems and then we end up drinking them. So that's why we tell people also not to drink tap water, because tap waters are frequently contaminated. Now, organic items cost more for sure, but there are huge benefits to the environment and to yourself. Now, if you cannot go organic and if you want to reduce your exposure further, I would suggest wash your produce before peeling so the dirt and bacteria are not transferred from the knife onto your fruit and vegetable. You can peel the skin or remove the outer layer of the leaves of, for example, like lettuce and onions and things like that. Now, remove the surface pesticide residues by also soaking the food in mild solution of white vinegar, like for 5 minutes. That will also be very helpful. After all that, you should probably wash your hands for 20 seconds with warm water and maybe even soap so that your hands are also clean after preparing contaminated produce. Dry the produce with a clean cloth or paper towel to even further reduce the bacteria that may be present or other dirt that may be present on the surface. Now let's talk about the 12 dirty vegetables and fruits that you should be very careful about. If you're not going organic, you have to be very careful about cleaning and removing the outer layers and washing them, soaking in the white vinegar, etc. But those 12 that have been published this year are: number 1, strawberries; number 2, spinach; number 3, kale, collard, mustard greens; number 4, nectarines; number 5, apples; number 6, grapes; number 7, peaches; number 8, cherries; number 9, pears; number 10, blueberries; number 11, celery; and number 12 is bell and hot peppers. Now let's talk about pesticide-free organic veggies. That veggies and fruits I just mentioned What if they were organic? They're actually very good for you, right? Or if they were pesticide-free. Well, strawberries, for example, they're not only delicious, but they're packed with vitamin and fiber and high levels of antioxidants called polyphenols. They're sodium-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free, low in calories, you name it. Good source of manganese and potassium, and they've been linked to improve heart health. Spinach, let's think about spinach, right? They're super high in vitamin A, vitamin C, K1, iron and calcium, and even folic acid. Together, they will fight as an antioxidant, oxidative stress, and inflammation. So spinach will really help your brain health, your bone health, your immune system. And kale, collard greens, for example, they are very high in fiber, high in A, C, and K, calcium, magnesium, and iron. So their high fiber content is definitely great for your digestive health, and they're going to help with chronic inflammation. Nectarines are a great source of vitamin A and C as well, by the way. They have a lot of potassium in there and a lot of antioxidants, and as a result, will help your blood pressure. Now, apples. Apples are great. Try to go with the green apples. Try to go with the, not the super sweet ones, not the Honey Crisp one that everybody likes. But, if apples are, if chosen correctly, they are great antioxidants, a ton of flavonoids, a lot of fiber. It will prevent developing cancer, hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease. So great for your gut health, a ton of fiber and water content. So you can't ask any better. So grapes, well, they're high in sugar, that's true, but they're still high in vitamin C and K. As long as you're only eating a few of them, it's not going to really bother your blood sugar as much. It's going to protect you from cancer. It is super anti-inflammatory. It's going to help your memory, your attention, your mood. So all is going to be good. Peaches are also high in sugar too, but again, they're high in vitamin A and C as well. Super good for your health and your immune function. Potassium, antioxidants, they support your cardiovascular and digestive system. So cherries, another high sugar item, but also high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. So it also helps with sleep due to their melatonin content. There are some tart cherries, for example, that you can get and that will help with sleeping, but also with the post-exercise muscle fatigue and so forth. As long as you're working out and eating some cherries or tart cherries, is really not going to affect you in any way with the blood sugar, but also it can help you a lot with your blood pressure and your muscle recovery and your energy levels. It can also reduce the risk of gout risks if you have joint problems due to gout. Pears. Pears are really good, right? They're not super high in sugar. They have a lot of C and K vitamins. They have a lot of potassium and folate, fiber content, you name it. All of these are going to help. Now, blueberries are also a superfood, right? So they have one of the highest levels of antioxidants among the fruits. They will help your heart, your health, your brain, your blood pressure, and it will fight with the oxidative damage, which when you have diabetes, you have a ton of. Celery. Celery is a great snack with peanut butter, etc. A lot of dips, rich in vitamin K and C, very low in glucose and sugar, anti-inflammatory, a lot of water content, which helps with the electrolyte, the water regulation as well. And then finally, I think we should talk about hot and bell peppers as well. Super high in A and C. They have something called capsaicin, which sometimes even patients with neuropathy will use capsaicin cream to help with their neuropathy, for example. But what type of peppers are really good for immune function, your skin health, and reducing the chronic disease risks? So I think that's it for today. So remember to subscribe, share, and like this video. Remember to take the quiz below, and I will see you in the next video. By the way, remember to take the quiz below in the description and the pinned comment, unless you don't want the $1,500 as a winner, or, you can be the number 6, number 7, you will still be winning at least $250. And second, third, fourth will still win over almost $1,000. So it's a great way of learning, great way of making cash. I mean, how can you beat that, right? So just simple questions that test your knowledge after you watch the video, and nothing difficult, and it's super easy, quick to take. The more points you have, the better for you to win. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this channel so far, and I hope you subscribed already. If you didn't, do it. And if you did, watch this video right there. I think that will help you too.